Good morning and welcome to the Crawford County Board of Commissioners meeting for April 13th. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Wiederspan.
All right. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Francis.
You're welcome, sir.
I need approval of minutes from the meeting on March 23rd, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Any approval of the minutes from the work session on April 6th, 2022?
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Any approval of payment of bills in the amount of $4,147,327.64 for the period ending April 12th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
There was an executive session held on March 23rd with the clerk of courts. Any public comment? We'll start with CATA.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Kristen Hauser. I'm here representing CATA today. We're coming to request Crawford County's support for local match for matching our state and federal funds for the operation of public transport in the county. The amount is $50,000.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Kristen.
The register and recorder.
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, Beth.
Morning, Beth.
I'm here to approve the payment of the Infocon Corporation invoice in the amount of $4,497.11 for microfilming of your 2021 Register of Wills and Recorder of Deeds documents. $497.11 of this invoice will be paid with Recorder of Deeds Records Improvement Funds, and this is a budgeted item.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Beth.
Crawford County Hospital Authority.
Good morning. That's
Morning,
me.
Keith.
Morning, Keith.
Presenting this on behalf of John Swick, who's the solicitor for the hospital authority. He's unavailable today. This is a resolution to appoint to the Crawford County Hospital Authority Board, Mr. Joseph A. Roddy, effective immediately to fill the seat that was vacated by the death of Wallace Irvine.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Thank you. The courts.
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
We're requesting to ratify the cost of a catalyst support contract yearly renewal for a court reporter.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
And we're also requesting to approve the purchase of an HP LaserJet wireless all-in-one printer in the amount of $309, a Dell memory upgrade in the amount of $80.65, a Dell dock in the amount of $263.86, and a Latitude 3520 in the amount of $1,171.66 for Magistrate Stallard.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Public safety.
Morning, Greg.
Before you start, Greg, just want to tell everybody this is National Telecommunicators Week, and so we appreciate all your staff. As I said to the staff yesterday in a meeting, it's a difficult job because all of the folks that really work for Greg most of them are providers who work in a public safety setting, and they have a difficult time. So when they receive a call, they want to go out and help, as your dispatcher said yesterday, and they're not able to. So please wish them all a great week, and we certainly appreciate everything they do. So
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Today we'd ask to approve the payment of $6,180 to the LSSE Civil Engineers for their land development plan work on the Greaser Road Tower project. That's an approved expense under the ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Wiederspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Thank you. We're also requesting to approve the payment of $9,500 to ComSys for implementation of ASAP to PSAP technology in our 911 center. We had approved this at the last meeting, but it was $250, my mistake that I made.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Adult probation.
Morning,
Morning, Trevor.
Morning, Trevor.
I'm here this morning to seek your approval to send a modification of the current drug and alcohol RIP intermediate punishment grant. We're modifying to reduce the grant by $58,960. This is a fiscal grant. This reduction is money that would have been spent on or at drug and alcohol for treatment because of the way the state has not turned off medical assistant this year. We could not spend those dollars, so we're sending that money back before the grant expires at the end of June.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
And the next item, seeking your approval to sign the renewal contract for the 2021-2022 State Offender Supervision Fund agreement. With your signature, we're expecting those funds to be returned to us, to the county, in June of this year.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trevor.
The treasurer or tax claim.
Good morning.
Morning, Christine.
I'm here to ask for you to ratify the investment committee recommendations of the reserve funds for the 3/31/2022. It was to move $1.5 million CD that came due from Farmers National Bank, and we're splitting it between a 12-month and a 9-month term account at Pliget.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry,
Yes.
Zoff,
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Next, I'm asking you to approve the purchase requisition for an HP LaserJet Enterprise M612DN printer and 2 HP media trays to go with it. It's a total amount of $2,551.51. This is to replace our 8-year-old dog license printer.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Zoff,
Aye.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And lastly, I'm asking you to approve the amendment to the agreement between County of Crawford and Palmetto Posting, Inc. This will extend our current contract through the 2023 year.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Zoff.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christie.
Thanks.
Crawford County Planning, Mr. Norwood.
Good morning,
Morning,
gentlemen.
Zachary.
Zach.
First item, we're asking to ratify a payment for the planning office's annual license agreement with Monday.com at $1,908. This is a budgeted item.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry,
Yes.
Zoff,
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Next, we're asking for approval to pay Crawford County's enterprise license renewal agreement with Esri at $55,000. This is paid through the county's American Rescue Plan funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Zoff,
Aye.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Next, we're seeking approval to execute a cooperation agreement between Crawford County and Athens Township. This is for assistance with administration of their ARPA funding.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Zoff.
Aye.
And finally, we're asking to approve payment for invoices from Stifler McGraw totaling $26,817.68 for community development block grant projects, specifically for their engineering fees. All of these are paid for out of the county's CDBG program.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry,
Yes.
Zoff,
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you, Zach.
Thanks, Zach.
The Correctional Facility, Mr. Greenfield.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Jack.
This morning, I'm looking to ratify the purchase of one kinetic water ram purchased from Mark's Plumbing at the cost of $519.99. This is a budgeted item.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Zoff,
Aye.
Weiderspan,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to ratify the purchase of two storage water tanks purchased from R.E. Michael at the cost of $4,114.16. This was not a budgeted item.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
I'd like to ratify the payment of $8,695 to the Wilkins Company for the 2022 annual fire alarm inspection. Excuse me, as required by the PADOC. This is a budgeted item.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to get the approval to purchase training taser equipment from Axon. Total purchase price for all the equipment is $3,120.76. Items are needed to complete the required training. Requesting to use commissary funds for the purchase.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And lastly, I'd like to get the contract ratified and purchase of all necessary controllers, workstation, and programming labor to integrate 24 new rooftop units with the existing BAS system. This job is to be completed by Siemens Industry at the cost of $67,866.12. Funding for this project is to be through the ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Care
Chad.
Center. Morning,
Morning.
Tanya.
Morning, Tanya.
I'd like to request to ratify the contract with Point Click Care for the infection prevention and control module in the amount of $554.65 per month, and that's to be paid from administrative maintenance agreements.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
And request to ratify the contract with United Healthcare Optum for the 2022 year.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Request to ratify the quote for services with ABCO in the amount of $1,200 per year for twice a year hood and dishwasher hood cleaning and the truck charge.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
And request to ratify the quote for services with ABCO in the amount of $353.80 per semi-annual Ansel system inspection for May and November 22, and to replace the 360-degree links.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Request to approve the contract with M&M Lawn Care for mowing, excluding inside the fence, in the amount of $110 per mow, to be paid from maintenance outside services.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And request to approve the contract with Cigna Medicare Advantage.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Request to approve the invoice for the PACA bonds renewal. It's a 2-year renewal, in the total amount of $1,725 to be paid from the administrative blanket installment policy.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
And request to approve the invoice with Absolute Fire Protection in the amount of $1,993.07 for a service call to be paid from maintenance inspections.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tanya.
County maintenance.
Morning, Mark.
Morning.
I-
Or Mark.
Are those universal shared
Yeah.
reading glasses, Tony? I just want to check, okay. You look a lot like the one she just wore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine that. Asking to ratify the contract to hire Stifler McGraw and Associates to design the ADA ramp at the courthouse for $25,000.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Asking approval to hire M&M Lawn Care to mow at the old QLC facility for $140 per visit.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Asking to approve to hire Stifler McGraw to design a snow melt system for the new ADA ramp to be built on the front of the courthouse for $1,500.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking to ratify an invoice from the courthouse remodeling project, the new assessment office, in the amount of $276.28.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Asking to ratify hiring Folk Flooring America to patch the floor in the register and recorder's office to get it ready for carpeting for $1,550.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Asking to ratify paying invoices from the courthouse remodeling project, the register recorder's office, in the amount of $599.27.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion?
I would just say that folks and your crew did a really nice job in there.
Came out really nice.
Very, yep.
And we're pleased.
Absolutely.
Should be proud of that, yeah.
Looks great.
Looks great.
Any other discussion?
Nope.
Roll call.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking to approve hiring the Foreman Group to be the commissioning agent for the HVAC project at the courthouse for $32,500.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Asking to ratify an invoice paid for Scobell Company to repair 2 pumps at the Old Quality Living Center, the amount of $1,702.90.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Asking approval to pay an invoice for Brian Noah, the for professional services for March of 2022 for $3,591.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify paying Stifler McGraw and Associates for professional service invoices number 1 and 4 for the new ADA ramp in front of the courthouse for $4,272.12.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
And finally, asking to approve to pay Stifler McGraw and Associates for professional services invoices 5 and 6 for the new ADA ramp in front of the courthouse for $12,506.25.
So moved.
Second. I did second it.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Human Services.
Morning.
Morning,
Commissioners.
Sue.
Thank you,
Morning,
Sue.
I am seeking approval of the Human Services Block Grant Retained Revenue Plan. The Human Services Block Grant Report for fiscal year 2021 was submitted on 12/16/21 with final approval received on 3/28/22. The Human Services Block Grant Report shows retained revenue of $214,895. The retained revenue for fiscal year 2021 will be used in fiscal year 21-22 for funding existing or new programs.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm seeking to ratify the payment to the Center for Family Services for delivery of ERAP 2 services through 2/28/22 in the amount of $113,370.14.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
I'm seeking ratification for the payment to Center for Family Services for delivery of ERAP 2 services through 3/23/22 in the amount of $223,770.51.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Aye.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
I'm seeking approval for the creation of a part-time Program Specialist 1 position to be paid with ARPA funds. This would be a temporary part-time position through March 31st of 2024, contingent upon available funding, to be paid at the starting rate of an ID Program Specialist 1. The position would be utilized to supplement conducting ID investigations and completing ID eligibility for intakes.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm seeking to ratify a purchase requisition for Leonard's Auto Service and towing for repairs to car number 39. The total cost of inspection, parts, and labor was $2,365.94. The cost to the county is $440.67.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
I'm seeking to ratify the C1 amendment to the Center for Family Services. The county originally retained $50,000 from the ERAP 1 allocation for administrative costs. This C1 amendment increases the total ERAP 1 funds from the original CFS contract to include the addition of these funds, plus the additional $481,251.61 that was received. This amendment is also extending the contract term through September 30th of 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
And lastly, I am seeking approval for a new contract with Family Service and Children's Aid Society of Venango County for the provision of drug and alcohol services. There are families in Titusville who are willing to get an initial drug and alcohol assessment in Meadville, but would prefer to receive their individual and group therapy in Titusville. This program has a drug and alcohol program in Titusville.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank
Sue.
you.
Thanks, Sue.
Thanks, Sue.
Finance.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Morning,
Stephanie.
For your approval, I have invoices totaling $692,186.83. These were detailed at last week's work session.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
And for your ratification, I have invoices totaling $692,641.88. Again, detailed at last week's work session.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have requests for new hires and employee transfers in your packet.
I make a motion we approve those requests for new hires and employee transfers.
I will second that.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes. Some upcoming events. The courthouse will be closed on April 15th, which is Good Friday. The next work session is April 20th. Next full session, April 27th. Commissioner comments. Commissioner Soff.
Thank you. Just like to mention that for those who have already applied for their mail-in or absentee ballot, we've sent out about 3,000. As of today, we will have sent out about 3,000. We still have probably another 800 or so to go of the initial batch. A reminder that the last day to register or change your registration for the May 17th primary is Monday, May 2nd. And the last day to apply for an absentee or mail-in ballot will be Tuesday, May 10th. So I encourage you, if you are interested in an absentee or mail-in ballot, get your applications in as soon as possible. And I also strongly encourage you that once you receive your ballot, please do not wait and send it back at the last minute or come in and drop it off at the last minute. I would just strongly encourage you to if it's appropriate for you, fill it out right away and either get it back in the mail or bring it back to the courthouse and give it to a member of the elections office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Witherspoon.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everyone that came out on Monday. We had the annual cleanup at County Forest. We had about 25 people there. And this year we did something a little different. Before noon was all spent with presentations and education of various aspects of the county forest, from timbering to invasive species management in the wetlands and Erie to Pittsburgh Trail and habitat and wildlife improvement management that can be done at the forest. So weather certainly cooperated. It didn't start raining until about 3, and we usually end at 4, so nobody got soaking wet. But It was a good day, picked up unfortunately about 15 bags of trash, but certainly a lot better than it had been in previous years where we had several roll-offs.
Yeah.
So I appreciate everybody coming out, and if you get a chance, it's a great piece of Crawford County that all of us own that you can enjoy.
And I think eventually you're gonna get that word out to everyone, because you
I'm
still got
keep
some time
trying.
to keep working on it, so I appreciate that. I would just like to say on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, we have construction that'll be going on here, and it'll be starting very soon. You may have saw some fencing in the back. There'll be some pain involved with everyone, including the public, in regards to how we get through the process. There's obviously a ramp being built, some windows being replaced, and a new ventilation system. So I would encourage you to work through this with us. And if you have any questions about offices being opened or easily accessible, reach out to that individual office. There will be movements from office as we go throughout this process. And we'll try and keep you up to date through either the internet, through our web page, so everybody knows. There will be times when offices will be moved, and that's important for everybody to know. So we hope that 300 days or so from this time, we'll be happy with everything that changes. Stephanie's happy, although she wants to keep the original windows and just paint them again. The process at the end of the day will improve this building that has been certainly needed over the course of the last 50-some years. So I just ask for all of your patience, the patience of the employees, and we'll certainly try to work with everybody. So thank you. And if you have questions, see Mark Veland. He can help you out with most of that stuff. If anything else for the board, I'd entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you. Take the rest of the out. Ready? All right, we're going to call the salary board meeting to order for April 13th, and the approval of minutes from the March 23rd meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There were 3 executive sessions: March 30th for Human Services, April 5th for the Coroner, April 6th for Maintenance. And now motions before the board. Mark, you're up. You're up. Yeah. You just grabbed the paper, right? Yeah. Oh, there you go.
He's prepared.
Is this the new hire portion or the salary board portion?
This is salary board, motions before the board. First one down.
Ratify the maintenance, fairgrounds, and liquid fuels per diem employee wage per the attached policy effective April 1st, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion?
Do we have the policy?
I believe it was $9 for all per diems.
Right, I just,
I,
okay. Okay, I just hadn't seen
Okay,
this
no
part yet.
problem.
That was, I just wondered.
No problem.
Okay, I'm fine with
That's
it.
a
I
good
just
question.
wondered where the policy was.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ratify the rate for the emergency rehire of Josh Shoup per diem fairgrounds maintenance effective April 1st, 2022 at $9 per hour.
So moved?
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Tell Josh for us, thank you for coming early. That's gonna be a big help, so. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Human Services.
I'm seeking to ratify the rate for the emergency new hire of Marlon Blair, a per diem driver, effective 4/11/2022, replacing Mark Hollabaugh at $11 per hour.
So moved.
second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. The correctional facility, I believe, Ellie, you're gonna present that? Okay.
First, to ratify the rate for the emergency new hiring of Dennis Rogers, Christina Sanborn, Keith Denny, and Brittany Van Tassel.
Per diem correction officers adding to the list effective 4/11/2022 at $15 per hour.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Just glad that we have some more per diem, that's good.
Yeah.
So, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Care Center. Goodness gracious, I tell you.
I'd like to request to ratify the rate for the emergency new hire of Teresa Aiken, replacing Heather Waldemarson and Bobby Trace, filling a newly created position per diem CNAs effective 4/13/22 at $14.50 per hour plus $2 per hour from ARPA funds and an additional $3.50 per hour from Care Center HRSA ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Just a question, because it's effective today, does it need to be an emergency?
They start, their shift start early.
Okay, I wondered about that.
That's what I do because they can start their shift
Okay,
anytime after
okay,
midnight.
okay. All right, no, that's fine, I just was curious.
I have a real quick question on this. It says that replacing Heather and Bobby, but then it says filling a newly created position. Can you explain that? I'm not following how that's all.
Sure, let me read it real quick. Replacing
Teresa replaced
and
Heather,
Bobby.
and Bobby is filling a newly created position.
Oh, so it's two different,
Two
okay.
different people.
All right, when I read it, I was thinking that Teresa was replacing both of those.
Good question.
All right,
Yeah, I can see.
I'm sorry.
No, you're,
No.
Thank you. I just wanted clarification because I wasn't
You were
following it.
willing to ask, I was thinking it.
Any other discussion?
Thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to ratify the rate for the emergency rehire of Kristen Williams, per diem CNA, replacing Lorraine Schwab, effective 4/13/22 at $14.50 per hour plus $2 per hour from ARPA funds and an additional $3.50 per hour from Care Center HRSA ARPA funds.
So moved.
second.
Properly moved and seconded. You guys need hand signals. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to ratify the rate for the emergency new hire of Julianne Mallard, per diem LPN, replacing Desiree Corey, effective 4/13/22 at $17.50 per hour plus $5.50 per hour first and third shift, $7.50 per hour for second shift from ARPA funds, and an additional $2 per hour from Care Center HRSA ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to ratify the rate for the emergency new hire of Jacqueline Belivarak, per diem activity aide, replacing Daphne Bond, effective 4/13/22 at $10.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to ratify the rate for the emergency new hire of Hannah Fisher, per diem TNA, replacing Christina Nichols, effective 3/24/22 at $14.50 per hour plus $2 per hour from ARPA funds and an additional $3.50 per hour from Care Center HRSA ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to ratify the rate for the transfer of Hannah Fisher, per diem activity aide, replacing Tracy Andrews, transferring from per diem TNA, effective 4/11/22 at $10.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and second, and there's some discussion.
You can tell. I'm just questioning because we've got Hannah Fisher.
She moved from one position to another position within the same time frame. One in March and one in April.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Any other discussion? I just thought Hannah was gonna be really busy, that's why I was
That's,
confused.
I was trying to figure out how she was doing.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to set the rate for the new hires Jonah Gauss, replacing Caitlin Nadgett, and Selena Hartstein, replacing Heaven Lloyd, per diem laundry, effective 4/14/22 at $10.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to ratify the rate for the new hire of Ashley Babbitt, per diem activity aide, replacing Harold Walton, effective 4/13/22 at $10.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to ratify the rate for the new hire Ellie Wade, per diem CNA, replacing Elaine Jones, effective 4/13/22 at $14.50 per hour, plus $2 per hour from ARPA funds, and an additional $3.50 per hour from Care Center HRSA ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And request to set the rate for the transfer of Beverly Taylor, part-time RN manager, filling a newly created position, transferring from a full-time RN manager, effective 4/25/22 at $30.14 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? You could have borrowed my reading glasses. I didn't realize that Mark left with his, so.
I know,
I just
he
saw
left
this.
with the communal cheaters.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The rest of it is for information only. Is there any other business to be brought before the salary board? I entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you.
We just need to put a pair of glasses at the
Yeah,
podium.
we all need to have a universal pair.
Yeah.
Go do it for me. All right, we're gonna bring the retirement board meeting to order for April 13th, 2022. Need the approval of minutes from the March 23rd meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We're ready for Regina.
Okay, I'd like to make the motion for Carrie Gillis, formerly of the Care Center, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 8/1/2019, last date paid in interest through 3/11/22.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion for Samantha Huffman, formerly of the Correctional Facility, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 10/7/21, last date paid in interest through 2/25/22.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And last, I make the motion for Diana Perry, formerly an auditor, to begin retirement with a start date of 2/21/1991, last date paid in interest through 3/31/22.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Longtime employee.
Yes, thank Diane. She was, I saw her the other day, and the 3 dogs are keeping her busy. I believe she's gonna turn a couple of them into a therapy dog, she said, so to keep her some
That'll keep her
time,
really
so.
busy.
But we certainly provided her 30 years of service for her, so we appreciate that. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Is there any other business to be brought before the retirement board? If not, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you. Anything for election?
No, I missed the deadline to post the agenda, so
Okay.
my fault.
All right, thank you.
2 weeks from now.